Hi, everybody. I'm TJ Campbell, the Tire Information and Testing Manager at the Tire Rack, and this is TJ Talking, where we have the opportunity to chat with some industry experts about tires. Today, we're very fortunate to have Ian Koch of Pirelli Tire with us. Ian, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, say who you are, and what you do at Pirelli.
Hi there. So yeah, as you said, my name's Ian Koch. Obviously not American, guys, so pardon the accent. I'm the Chief Technical Officer here in North America and Canada. I'm basically responsible for all technical activities, including research, development, quality, manufacturing, and homologation of new products with our original equipment manufacturers.
Excellent. So today we're fortunate enough to have a chief, a C title individual, in our presence. So we really appreciate your time, and we look forward to talking about the Scorpion All-Terrain Plus. It's a new product on the market. Sort of the predecessor product was the Scorpion ATR, which had a lot of original equipment fitments. It had been on the market for a little while, and the North American taste for all-terrain tires had kind of changed a little bit during its product run. So with the Scorpion All-Terrain Plus, it was a bit of a refresh, a redo, a start over. Tell us a few of the things that you were really looking for with this new product as compared to its predecessor.
Well, I think you summed it up really well there, TJ, because the original ATR itself was really an OE product, and as you know, OE products tend to be, should we say, have certain targets for the original equipment manufacturers themselves, which may be not aligned with the general user for the replacement market. So what we wanted to do with the AT Plus was really develop a product, an all-terrain product, more directed at the aftermarket in the replacement sale end, really focusing on what the end user was looking for and how they use the product as opposed to how the vehicle was designed itself.
Certainly, that makes sense. And what are a couple of the specific performance attributes that you were targeting with the new tire?
Okay, so for sure we wanted to know what the user was going to do with the product. Okay, I think sometimes I've got a lot of engineers who'll design products that are made for them and not necessarily for the end user. So we wanted to know what those products were going to be used for. And clearly in the SUV market, SCUV market, probably 95% of the use is on the road and 5% is off-road. So we want to design something that had that off-road look, so that aggressive sidewall, that aggressive tread pattern, that would also be drivable, on day-to-day use. So noise, wet and dry braking, nice handling, nice and quiet. But also have that ability when you do need to go off-road or you do encounter those, should we say, all-season type of weather conditions, was able to perform. Sure. So that was really our remit. 95% on-road, 5% off, but delivers an off-road performance.
Sure, and that makes sense. We tested the product. It performs beautifully on the road. It's a nice driving tire, which of course that's what you're doing with it the majority of the time. It feels good to drive. For the category, of course, it was quiet, it was comfortable. It really is a very nice on-road focused tire. Also, though, light snow performance was a focus of this new product as well, right? What are some of the attributes or the features that help the tire improve or perform the way it does in light snow?
Absolutely right. I'm glad you mentioned that. So it is three-peak snowflake marked. So two things that we did basically for the snow performance. Clearly, one's the compound. So the compound will perform at the lower temperatures, And secondly was the tread design itself. And the tread design was specifically to have a void ratio that will help to trap the snow within the blocks itself. The more snow you can pack into the tread pattern, the better, more traction you get on snow itself.
Sure, and that's one of the nice, just added benefits of that all-terrain type pattern. It has the look that people expect, but it also, helps with that particular performance. Like you said, it holds more snow in the pattern. We went to the product launch for this tire as well, and it was put into situations that you wouldn't normally encounter during day-to-day use, and it actually performed quite well off the road also. I know you said that that's not a large focus of that tire, but it has that capability. It's not going to be, found out as a fraud, so to speak. It does have what it takes when the time comes. What's a little bit that you put into the off-road performance of the tire as well?
During the design process, we were benchmarking against I'm not going to name them, but all the familiar competitors and the market leaders, they're the benchmarks in that market. And we worked a lot down in South America in our facilities down there to test off-road. Again, it's about the tread pattern. It's about the type of compound that we use. So the compound had to be, should we say, laceration proof. So we don't want chip and chunking.
Right.
We know when you go off-road, you get a lot of gravel. It's got to have a void ratio that performs as an AT and all-terrain. So we're going to be able to distribute and keep traction on, should we say, whether it be mud, sand, or gravel. You see within the tread pattern itself, you've got the small cones actually on the sides of the tread blocks to help with stone ejection, so you don't get larger rocks ejected in there. And then one of the elements that we were quite pleased with, because sometimes I think Pirelli is quite traditional in its sidewall design. We tried to put an aggressive sidewall design on there, but also use that sidewall design to actually protect, should we say, the upper buttress area from lacerations as well. So again, we were using a competition to benchmark against, and thank you very much for complimenting the performance of the product, because we really did want to be able to compete with those market leaders as well in the off-road part of the performance.
Certainly. So yes, it has the appearance, the looks that people are looking for. It has the on-road performance. It has the off-road prowess. It's currently number 1 in the Tire Rack consumer surveys, which I'm sure you are well aware of. So all positive attributes. Is there anything that you wish you had more time to develop? You could have hit a better benchmark, a higher benchmark. Is there anything that you still would like to see improvements on, or do you feel that you've basically hit all of your targets?
No, I think there's always room for improvement. I think, like anything, getting an all-round product, you're having to compromise in some areas, okay? As technology advances, especially in terms of mold shape and in terms of compound development, I would like more to enhance the wet without compromising the snow, for sure. That's also got to be that's got to be one of the elements as well. I think we could do a little bit more on the noise, but we have to look at the tread pattern for that. And I would love to expand the range, because now I think that we've got a product that works. That we should be looking at expanding the range and going into some more of the LT type fitments for the lifts and the various more exotic applications.
Understood. Yeah. The more products available out there, the more of the market that you cover, the more consumers that get to get their hands on the product and actually try it and be satisfied by it. So that's good. It's, like I said, still pretty new on the market, so probably not any kind of predecessor product in the future. But of course, always looking forward. It's good to know that you have things in mind for for example, a Scorpion All-Terrain Plus 2 or whatever the case may be. So that's wonderful. But the product itself that we have right now, like we said, we tested it. It tested very well. It's satisfying consumers already. So that's great. So bravo. Thank you very much. And we really, appreciate your time today.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.